live here on Mike Drop Sports. What a day so far. And yet, still, at least at the time of me getting on here, there was no quarterback action for your Pittsburgh Steelers as of yet. But Justin Fields moved to the Jets now for $40 million over 2 seasons, $30 million guaranteed. Also, the Pittsburgh Steelers lose out on Sam Darnold. He's a $100 million quarterback in Seattle. And it seems to be that Kenny Pickett is now moved to the Cleveland Browns. And that is, I don't remember the deal for that yet. But I think it was like a 5th round pick or some shit like that. But what a crazy day so far. Also, Darius Slay appears to not quite yet, I don't believe, as a Pittsburgh Steeler, but appears going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler very soon. However, I don't know how long he will be staying in the league for still. Nonetheless, we'll see what happens here with one Darius Slay. What else has happened today? Bunch of shit has happened today, guys. So it has definitely been a crazy day. What's up, everybody in the chat? Good to see you guys already. Steelers 626. What's the shit Browns? Yeah, I don't know what they want baby hands for. It's kind of crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Brownies getting fleeced left and right. Mike Miller, are we getting a new quarterback for the Steelers? I don't know as of yet. We'll see what happens here as we're on the show. We'll see. Aaron Rodgers, though, seems to be the front runner. But, man, if you got to go crawling back to Russell Wilson, what are you going to do? You might end up paying through the nose for him. We're going to talk about several other scenarios that I think could get the Pittsburgh Steelers out of this quarterback situation that they are in. What's up, Mike? Mike. Zach Curry, Browns making Browns moves. Yes, no doubt. The Browns making Browns type moves over and over and over. Steelers are a great team, just need some gaps filled. Absolutely. QB purgatory is real. Yes, it is. Miss Pittsburgh in the house. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get through the chat here. Just welcome everybody. Thank you. Give it a like, Mike. Drop Mafia. Absolutely, guys. Double tap that screen. Also sharing, liking, whatever you got to do to send us out into that YouTube algorithm. I truly appreciate you guys joining us each and every day as we try to make you part of the show more than any other show, I believe, out there. So go ahead and make sure you're diving in with us each and every day as we're just talking. We're regular folks, man, talking football. You're not going to get that condescending attitude from me when you make a comment. We're going to talk about it unless you make some off the wall crazy shit now. Now I got to draw the line somewhere. But let's keep going through the chat. Robert wrote, whether it is Russ or Aaron, it is an upgrade over Fields. The biggest issue with Justin was seeing the field and passing the football. The draft in the next couple of years is our future quarterback. Absolutely, guys. And what Robert says there dives us into something that I got to remind all Steelers fans, whether you recognize this or not. The Steelers are really gaining a lot of draft capital so far for the 2026 draft. And this is going to be a fucking slobber knocker, my friends, inside of the 2026 draft in Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers have already gotten several compensatory picks that will be coming to them for 2026 due to the departure of some of these players. Dante Jackson, I can't remember where the hell he went. I believe Texas. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. So much movement today. But Dante Jackson gone. Justin Fields gone. Who else? Several players so far, but they've been like a combined $140 million thus far. So big moves going to be able to be made by the Steelers in 2026. So patience of the fan base has to be really big right now, because the Steelers are prepping for something that's bigger than the moment that they're living in. And I firmly believe that under Omar Khan. Omar Khan has done some big things. Also, another thing that was big, they put a second-round tender on restricted free agent Jaylen Warren. That's going to give the Steelers the opportunity to get a second-round pick if somebody would sign Jaylen. So that basically ensures Jaylen Warren to the Pittsburgh Steelers again in 2025. So a lot of stuff happening. But when you're gearing up, like we've been talking about on this show for weeks and weeks and weeks, that 2026 is your moment. It seems as though the Pittsburgh Steelers are gearing up for that moment. And I believe they're going to just take a stab at it here in 2025 and try to go with one of these older veteran guys. But let's not forget, at least before I got on here, guys like Daniel Jones are still available. What if you get one of these guys in the draft, that are young to come with one of these older guys? Perhaps they get an opportunity due to maybe an injury or something. Maybe you strike lightning in a bottle with somebody in the mid rounds here in 2025. Maybe. There's a lot of shit that's going on right now, and this is a very complex situation that if anybody wants to sit here and act like they got it nailed down, they're wrong. Because right now, this is a very, very fluid, complex situation that the Pittsburgh Steelers are really amping up for the future. And it may not seem as though right just yet. Aaron Rodgers or Russ, that seems like a not a big move for the future. But the Steelers signing DK Metcalf to 5 years, a guy still in the prime of his career. I know some people don't want to believe that also. He's 27 years old, guys. He's in the absolute prime of his career. I believe DK Metcalf, that acquisition and continuing to build picks is a solid move by the Pittsburgh Steelers, or moves. Let's keep going. Miss Pittsburgh in the house. Wave those terrible towels. Big Tom Ford in the house. Nick Steelers, what's up? Justin Meneke, what's up? Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, what is up, my friend? Big Sean, our friend, is in the house. What's up, Sean? Donald Loudenback, what is up, my friend? Nick Steelers, bro, I'm so mad Justin going to the Jets. I would have loved to seen Justin Fields. The Steelers offered Justin Fields 2 years, $30 million, $20 million fully guaranteed, and Justin took the bag instead of protecting his future. And I believe that this was something of a bonehead move on Justin Fields' part for a simple, quick $10 million that if he would have played his cards right, he may have been the franchise quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, a cornerstone franchise. Instead, he goes to a franchise in New Jersey, not New York. I don't know why they're named New York Jets. They're not in New York, in New Jersey. A team in the Jets that can't get their shit together, that is going to be shitty. What does he have there? Garrett Wilson? And I'm waiting. I'm just saying. The Jets aren't that football team. The Jets are in constant turmoil and flux, and I think Justin Fields made the wrong choice over a quick couple dollars. And for the long term, it would have paid bigger dividends for Justin to come into the city of Pittsburgh, take the starter's role, prove that you can get it done, and make yourself a boatload of fucking cash. I'm just saying, guys, it was a bonehead move on Justin Fields' part, and you will all see it because this is his real last chance, in my opinion, to become the franchise guy somewhere. And I don't believe New York or New Jersey Jets are going to give him that opportunity because they are a team that can never get their shit together. I don't believe the Jets have done anything special since what? The Rex Ryan days? Cleveland Clowns from Zaz. Sean says, haha, take that, Kenny. Yeah, Kenny loved going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Why, guys? Because that's his hometown team, his true hometown team. And now he finds himself in a situation to where he got to go play for the fucking Cleveland Browns with a quarterback like Deshaun Watson. Now Kenny Pickett going to be expected to be the savior. Kitten Mittens, can he get it done? I don't think so, man. I think Kenny Kitten Mittens won't be a guy that's in Cleveland very long. They roll through quarterbacks like you change your underwear. Well, most of us change our underwear. Another Wombat, poor KP. Yeah, Kitten Mittens, I got to say this. I don't feel bad for Kenny. I felt like he made his own bed. I do feel bad in the sense that he's got to go to Cleveland, but he made his own bed. He should have really gave it a real fighter's chance and stayed in Pittsburgh and tried to battle a guy like Russ, or tried to just do whatever you got to do to stay in Pittsburgh and take what was yours. Take the job that you thought was yours And I think I would have had more respect for him and then let him move on if things didn't work out in Pittsburgh here. It would have been about the same time frame for him. And I just think that was another poor decision by a player. But you know what, guys? They're living in the moment. They're trying to. The NFL's not a league that you stick around in a long time typically. And I can't fault a guy for going out there and trying to make the most of his situation, whether it be financially, immediate financial ramifications early in the contract, or trying to find yourself a place to where you're going to end up being the guy. It's very tough. It's very tough, and especially at the quarterback position, especially now in the NFL. They want you to come in, and they want you to produce now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to let you progress. They don't want to let you grow, and that hurts teams, and that hurts the development of a lot of players. And it's probably something that's bad for us as a fan, because why? We don't get the chance sometimes to maybe see somebody that could have grown into something really, really special, but never really got the chance because they were forced into a bad situation early, and they were never able to overcome that situation. Let's keep going. Tom Ford, shit, we lost Justin Fields. Mark Malone, we got to get on Danny Dimes, Mac Jones, Mason Rudolph. There's another one out there, guys, and I'm on board with Mark Malone here tonight. Mason Rudolph is not a bad quarterback, and I don't care what anybody says. I saw what he did in Pittsburgh in an offense that absolutely was dog shit. I saw what he did, and I saw what he did late in the year, and I saw what he did under pressure late in the year. I saw what he did in Buffalo, and people want to knock him up there. I thought he went up there and performed really, really well. I thought that the team hurt him. I thought that was a team loss, not a Mason Rudolph loss. And that's neither here nor there. But if you got to bring Mason Rudolph to come in here and throw to George Pickens and DK Metcalf, Pat Freiermuth, and Darnell Washington, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea to hand the keys of the franchise over to Mason for a couple years. That is not an issue. And if everybody would get all pissed off about that, I think we watched two different players. I really do. I love the way Mason Rudolph responded. I love the way he fought. I love the way that man came to work each and every fucking day. Mason Rudolph is not a bad football player. Mason Rudolph has been dealt a bad hand of cards, and he's not been able to recover just yet. But Mason Rudolph, in my heart of hearts, if given the right opportunity, can shine in the NFL. Russ can't see over the middle. That's what concerns me with Russ, because I think the Steelers have an excellent opportunity when you put two monster players onto the edge. You put Calvin Austin into the slot, maybe Roman Wilson. You have these guys in the wide receiver room now that will free up a lot of room for those tight ends to work in a big, big way across the middle of the field, guys. It's something that has to be addressed. And if you have Russell Wilson come in, he can't come in not throwing across the middle of the field. And he doesn't have the legs to get him out to the edge anymore to make those throws that he once did. He has the moon ball, yes, but he can't limit this offense by not being able to complete the majority of the field. That hurts this team, and it hurts them in a bad, bad way. Mark says Fields sucked. Good luck to him in Jersey. Zach Curry, Fields was better than any option you can think of. I think Fields was a good option. I do, and I'm not going to go back on that. I'm not going to backtrack on that, but what's done is done. What is over is over. And, we can't dwell in that. And, I'm not going to backtrack. I believe that he was the best option for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But you know what? Paying him $40 million is an overpay, and I'll say that. And you guys know what I thought about him. I told you he's going to get $40 million a long time ago. If you watch this show, I told you what he was going to make. And now I've been hoping and trying to speak it into existence as of late and saying that I think he should get $10 to $15 million. But if you remember the shows with Sean and I, everybody, when we were talking Steelers way back, I told you Justin Fields was a $20 million a year guy. That's what he was going to get in this market. I don't know why. I just thought that to be true. It ended up being true. But I really, truly, in my heart of hearts, believe that his value, in my eyes, is roughly between 10 and 15 million per season. And again, I think he made a bonehead decision here. Let's keep going. Fields was better. We did that. John Broadway. Jason, I want you to spin the rumor on Aaron Rodgers and how this would work. Aaron Rodgers, in my eyes, I don't think will work. The only way it does work is if Aaron Rodgers has immense amounts of protection and isn't forced to manipulate the pocket in really any way. That offensive line would have to step up and be one of the league's best. And then I believe it could work and work well because Aaron Rodgers is still a precision passer, could still really provide that for the Pittsburgh Steelers and throw the ball still all over the yard. But you would have to protect Aaron Rodgers in a major, major way, guys. Hold on, let me double check some Steelers news just to make sure we're not missing out on anything because this stuff happens fast. Also, guys, I want to talk about Dan Moore Jr. getting $80 million total, $50 million guaranteed by the Tennessee Titans. The Pittsburgh Steelers weren't interested in that price tag, and I don't blame him because he was never able to be that franchise left tackle that they gave him every opportunity to take. They gave him every opportunity. Yeah, they've tried to replace him a couple times with Broderick Jones, but you know what? It never worked out either way. Anyway, it never worked out, and Dan Moore never seized the moment. And now he goes to Tennessee and gets paid a Brinks truck full of money. So congratulations to Dan Moore Jr. He wasn't a bad guy. And I don't want to sit here on this show and sit here and act like Dan Moore Jr. was some enemy number one in the Pittsburgh Steelers locker room because that's a lie. I wish him the best. I hope that he has a productive, long career in Tennessee, and I hope he earns every bit of that $80 million and really exaggerates that full contract and makes a boatload of cash. And best of luck to Dan Moore Jr., but it just didn't work in the city of Pittsburgh. Whether that's the Steelers' fault or Dan Moore Jr.'s fault, it still didn't work. What's up, Lindsay in the house? Tom Ford says, honestly, I'd rather have Russell Wilson than Aaron Rodgers. Stanley Sheffield, I'm listening. What's up, Stanley? Good to see you. Mark Malone, no, Bustin Field sucks worse than most. Oh, that was that Za. They're going back and forth about Justin. Wave that terrible towel for Miss Pittsburgh. Slink 469, get rid of Wilson. He's a bum. He's not here. He's not here. They don't have a quarterback signed just yet. Again, there's Danny Dimes out there. Daniel Jones isn't a bad option, guys. Again, Aaron Rodgers, if it was a 1 year, $19, $20 million deal, so be it. Do it. Russell Wilson, that would be my last-ditch effort, and I wouldn't pay him a drop more over $15 million. I'm sorry. He does not have the skill set that is needed anymore, in my opinion, in this league. He just doesn't. And the only reason I say you could go with Aaron for a little bit, it's because of his precision passing, and Russ doesn't possess that over the middle. Russ doesn't have that type of talent in terms of his vision right now because he can't see over the middle of the field, and that's not a knock on Russ. It's just the reality. Russ was at his best with an excellent run game, getting out on the boot, delivering the football down the field. That's where Russell Wilson's game is, and he isn't able to do that at the level that he once did, and that's okay. I had high hopes for Russ. I wanted to see him succeed, but it just didn't happen. It didn't happen, and I don't think the Steelers should go backwards and go with Russ. I think try something different. But anyway, guys, make sure you're double tapping that screen for us here on Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. We truly appreciate that. Free. It's free. Sending that like out there for us, double tapping that screen or hitting those three little white dots up in the right-hand corner of your screen. Super chats are always open. Also, 99 cents a month helps support the work we do here at Mike Drop Sports. Become a Mike Drop Mafia member. You could get a chance to win a signed TJ Watt authentic jersey once we hit 10,000 subs if you are a member of the Mike Drop Mafia. That's 99 cents a month. Always will be 99 cents a month. What's up, Daniel Warman in the house? Justin Menike. I'm liking this free agency so far for the Steelers. Mark Malone, the con man, is talking to Mac Jones, the Danny Dimes of the NFL. Za Curry, Steelers got rid of Larry O. Yes, that's another important one. Thank you, Za, for bringing that up. Larry Ogunjobi released. What's the ramifications of that for the Pittsburgh Steelers? It gives the Steelers 3 point some odd $1 million in dead cap space. However, it frees up over 7 million, 7 point some odd million in cap space available now to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a total of almost $11 million on his deal for one Larry Ogunjobi. But I believe with the release of Larry Ogunjobi, I believe the Pittsburgh Steelers have something bigger in mind, and I expect some more moves. Guys, this isn't over. It is going to be wild and fucking crazy now until the end of this week. I'm just warning you, Omar Khan is on it, man. And Omar Khan has missed the boat in the quarterback room so far, but definitely he has been on it so far in his career as the general manager. Donald Loudenback, San Diego. Thank you, man. That is where Dante Jackson went. That was not Los Angeles Chargers. I call him San Diego too, Donald. I'm with you, brother. Daniel Warman, now that Justin is gone, does that make Wilson more expensive? Absolutely it does. Russell Wilson is having the cards fall into his lap in reality because there are several quarterback-needy teams still that are going to be forced to pay Russell Wilson, and it's going to be an overpay. That's the big thing for Russ. He's going to get his money, and he knows how to play it. He's a veteran. He knows how to get this done. Let's keep going. Honestly, I don't think A-Rod's ego and Tomlin's ego can fit in the same building. That's from Tom Ford. Hey, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It definitely will be. Let's keep going. Zach Curry. The con artist is filling all the right gaps so far besides quarterback, which is an impossible position at this point. To say any of these guys coming in or the future is a farce. True. And again, guys, the Steelers, with all these compensatory picks that they are building up, and that's not counting when Najee signs somewhere, you're going to get a pick. There's several others that are going to be able to sign somewhere that you're going to get a pick. They are going to have a bag overflowing full of picks in 2026. This is the part I'm most excited about, guys. This is the part because they're going to be able to package some shit together in 2026, and they're going to be able to go get somebody. I'm just warning you, the Steelers are going to be major players when the draft comes to the city of Pittsburgh in 2026. I'm going to be there. Sean's going to be there. We're going to be live there, I'm telling you. And it's going to be an absolute crazy event for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kid, Donald Loudenback, does Tomlin. With that, I'm not sure what you were meaning there, brother. Mark Malone, the con man, is going hot. Mark Collins in the house. What's up, man? Hi, Jason. This team in this situation because of Mike Tomlin. I would not touch Wilson or Rodgers. Facts. I would go get Joe Milton. They are in this situation, Mark, because of Mike Tomlin in my eyes, because I believe Mike Tomlin has soured the quarterback market in some instances for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why? I think some of these younger quarterbacks fear coming to the city of Pittsburgh because of the ultra-conservative game plan and the ultra-conservative nature of one Mike Tomlin. They may love the guy personally, but his game plan is one in which is horrible. And these young guys don't want to play in that. They want to come in and be able to put up points. And it may be a deterrent. I may be wrong, but it may be a deterrent. It looks like a deterrent from me, from my viewpoint here. Also, we were talking about DK, and Sean reminded me of something. I did hear a rumor, and I never reported it. I talked to Sean. We may have brought it up on the show after it was over. But if you remember last summer when we were talking about wide receivers coming to the Steelers, and I heard a rumor, and I heard somebody had told me something. And it's not like some inside source or anything, but they had told me something, and I still don't know it to be true. But it was about DK Metcalf coming to the Pittsburgh Steelers and that he was in the city of Pittsburgh, and there was some things going on. And again, I don't know if this to be true, but man, it all came full circle. So I'm thankful for that because, man, I wish it would have happened then, though. Maybe we could have broke that and got on the map a little bit. Too evil, too hope. Tomlin needs his extension. Tomlin needs it. Too evil, too hope. He says, give Tomlin a lifetime deal, baby. Mark Collins, the reason didn't come back to the Steelers because of Mike Tomlin disrespecting him. I believe he went because of the money. And I think, again, it's the bonehead move. And Mark may be right. It may have had something to do with it. And I could see it actually having something to do with it. But again, I believe Fields went because of that rough $10 million. fully guaranteed more than the Pittsburgh Steelers offered. And I believe that Justin Fields figured, hey, I got to take this payday while it's available to me. That's $40 million of money. That's fully guaranteed. That's life-changing money for me and my family. Maybe he was thinking that way. But if he was thinking long-term success and that he was banking on his own career taking off, he would have chose somebody different. He would have chose a different team, and that team would have been the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fields is a bust for Mark Malone. It was probably smart of him to get the money while he can. Maybe, again, that may be something also, guys. Donald Loudenback, the New York fans are going to chew him up. New York media is tough, guys. It's tough. It's tough to be a player in New York area. Marilla, what's up? Hi. Za says he won't succeed in New York. Nobody will. It's the Jets. Mike Miller says, is Russell Wilson still the quarterback for the Steelers, or are we getting a new quarterback for the Steelers? He's not the quarterback right now, Mike. He is a free agent. So yeah, we need a new quarterback. All right, guys, double tap that screen for us here. I'm your host, Jason, right here on Steel City Live. It's only on Mike Drop Sports. It's the best damn live show for Steelers content, NFL content. It's right here. Come join the conversation of regular people having regular conversation about football. Hit that like button. It's easy, guys. It's absolutely free. Robert Rhodes says there is an $82 million turnstile in Nashville named Dan Moore. 4-year contract for $82 million. Yeah, ain't that crazy, Robert? Absolutely crazy. John Broadway, yeah, 2025 season is just a buffer type way to 2026. Does this mean that we again are going to endure the next 12 month or more of Tomlin's foolery? Geez, give me strength. Yeah, Tomlin's foolery is never going to go away. Guys, and I'm not going to backpedal on that either. I speak the truth about Mike Tomlin, and that is one in which he has to come out and really have some real change, man, because what he's doing isn't working. Bustin would succeed nowhere, tried to tell you all. He still hasn't done anything there, Mark, so we'll have to wait and see. But again, I think he made a bonehead move. I do. And you may be absolutely right. I may be right. We're just going to have to wait and see how it plays out. I really, truly don't believe he has a chance to succeed in New York because of the situation. Tommy says, rather be a starter for the Jets with his friend from college than play for a team that benched him when he was playing better than the starter. I mean, I can't argue it, but if he wants to, I just think it's career suicide, in my opinion. Going to a team that can't get out of their own way, and that's not anything anybody can argue. The track record speaks for itself. All right, guys, we need about 8 more. Let's get those likes up to 40 real quick. Double tap that screen. It's absolutely free. Make sure you're doing that for us. We truly appreciate it. Also, super chats are available and Mike Drop Mafia memberships to help support the work we do. It's 99 cents a month, man. Only 99 cents a month. It'll always be 99 cents a month. Harmony, what's up? Sleeping Lady, what's up? Zach Curry, he would have this year. He may have. We'll never know. We'll never know now, guys. And we can speculate all we want. We'll just never know, you know? You know? No pun intended, you know? Daniel Warman, a lot of teams like my Bengals waited too long to sign key players. Will cost them even more. Yeah, Daniel, you got to look, though, at where your team is financially. That's the problem right now with your Bengals, you know. They have to figure out their financial situation and get that under control and make some room to be able to make some of these bigger deals, you know. Let's keep going here, guys. Mark Collins, hold on one second. Where are we at? Zach Curry, Bengals are going to heavy. Well, it's an offensive league, so I don't blame them there. But you got to have some form of defense, man. You have to. All right, guys, 3 more likes. Get us up to 40 there. Double tap that screen. It's absolutely free to do. We're always chasing 100 likes here on the live stream, so go ahead and help us out there. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. It's a great place to be, man, filled with great people. Our community of football fans here are second to none, man. Second to none. Mark Collins, is there a quarterback? There is quarterback in this year's 2025 draft or 2026 worth of crap. Justin did come back to Pittsburgh. He didn't come back to Pittsburgh because of Mike Tomlin is the problem. Zach Curry, I seen that Big Ben. Ben was, he was saying, hey, man, with all these big name people in this room, now that you got DK, it frees up some people. Maybe I'll toss the ball around. He's just joking, guys. Don't get your hopes up. Donald Loudenback, I bet Myles Garrett is regretting his decision. Yeah, man. I mean, he's not. He has 40 million reasons a year not to regret his decision. A guy that can do whatever he wants in Cleveland. A guy that can not show up for the back half of the season and be virtually non-existent in a playoff game where they're so few and far between for the Cleveland Browns, and never show up for it, Hey, Nick Herbig had more sacks than Myles Garrett that year in the back half of the season. So it is what it is. But Myles Garrett is a very wealthy man on the backs of a very stupid, moronic, idiotic, dumbass. I don't know what other word to use for the Cleveland Brown organization. Sleeping Lady, well, glad Fields got some decent money, but Jets are the worst organization. Wish he could have stayed, especially if Russ wasn't staying. But we were smart not to pay that much. Rudolph is better. I agree. I think the Steelers were smart not to pay that much. Sean says, I like Mason Rudolph, another Wombat. Mason is doo-doo. I saw what he did against rubbish defenses and then got worked over by an actual defense in Buffalo. Dude threw a crucial pick at the half. I got to disagree in the Buffalo game. There was, 3 fumbles? I felt like he drove them down. He brought the team back to within 7. He couldn't do it all by himself. No, he's not that player, and I agree with that. But I think he's a steady presence. That I think what you think I'm saying is, I think maybe we're taking it out of context a little bit. I think he would be okay to come in here, and I think he could win games, definitely. And I think he could put the Pittsburgh Steelers into a average to good position, like they have been here over the last decade. But I think he would be, yet again, a bridge for the Pittsburgh Steelers to perhaps go out there in 2026 and make a major significant move. That's where we're at now, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves about this Pittsburgh Steelers team right now. They are in a spot now that all you're looking for is to do the best you absolutely can in 2025 to keep the fan base going and pumped and keep this thing moving, keep the momentum moving. And in 2026, you got to go find a guy. That's basically the situation that they've been in. This is what we've been talking about. This is no surprise. We know that. We all have known that. This community, we've all known that. Sleeping Lady, I'd love for Rudolph to come back. Draft a new quarterback too. Mason is a locker room guy. Craig Werlow in the house. I am lost for words right now. We traded for DK last night and now still no quarterback. Robert Rhodes says, Mac Jones is softer than quilted Northern. Big no on Mac Jones. Yeah, I'm not a Mac Jones fan either. Mark Malone, any quarterback that can stand and deliver will do well with GP and DK. Mark brings up a good point here. When you have both of those players on the field at one time, it opens up a lot and it makes the quarterback position definitely a lot easier to play. And that is the truth. So do you have to have a superstar there? No. You can win right now in the city of Pittsburgh if the offensive line does what I think it's going to and get a lot better, because I think age is going to help them and gelling together as a young group, and I think they're going to have one of the league's best here in a couple seasons. But again, it makes it a hell of a lot easier, definitely. Zach Curry says, it doesn't matter what quarterback we feel that should start. It's terrible we're in this position. True. No doubt. It does suck to be in the position that the Pittsburgh Steelers are in. Sorry, guys. This was a chair that I took off my kids, and they got new gaming chairs for Christmas. So I took this one because I liked it. But it's not, I got to get like a pad or something for my ass. I need a little more cushion, baby. Another Wombat. Mac is another no-no. Craig says, we are going to see Kenny Pickett twice a year with him being traded to Cleveland for DTR. Where we at? JG Black. This team takes 2 steps forward and 5 steps backwards. Another Wombat. Time to face facts. We got Russ or Rodgers, then we draft a quarterback or trade for Milton so he can maybe develop. Yeah, that's basically where you're at right now, no doubt. But again, you don't have to overpay for these guys. And that's the situation the Steelers are in. Why overpay for somebody when you could build the team now, get one of those guys that are just going to be serviceable and build for the 2026 season? I think that's the most logical way to go. All right, guys, double tap that screen for us here on Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. We are here live all the time talking football, so hit that free like button. Absolutely free. And don't forget to get your free not free, 99 cents a month Mike Drop Mafia membership. Get your chance to win. Hold on. Get your chance to win a authentic signed TJ Watt Nike jersey. Make sure you get your chance to win when we hit 10,000 subscribers, and we can do it with your help. And if you're not subscribed now, I don't know what the hell you are waiting for. Join the best community on YouTube. Let's keep going. Donald Loudenback. None of this means anything if the O-line can't block. Absolutely, Donald. Mark Malone, Mac Jones, Danny Dimes, Mason Rudolph can stand and deliver to GP and DK. Harmony Lou, Big Ben said after seeing DK come to the Steelers, the offense with DK, Muth, and GP, he says he's got a few throws in him still. Yeah. I would go with Milton trade. I'm not trading for a running back at the quarterback position. I'm not. I personally am not. I'm not trading anybody for it. Now, if you could get somebody without trading away draft capital, sure. But, I don't think it's a wise move. That's just my opinion. ENY, J19 in a bad spot. Last year, bring Colbert back. Colbert fucking was horrible, ENY, at the end. I didn't like Kevin at the end, man. I didn't think he made good moves. Now, overall, his whole career, Kevin Colbert was amazing. But, man, those last few years were rough, especially when he thought that Mitchell Trubisky was going to be the answer. Ravens fan 72, Ravens going all the way. Ravens suck, dude. You got a quarterback you pay $52 million a year to that can't win a big game. Face the facts in Baltimore. Just face it. You're going to be really, really good in the regular season. You're going to get your hopes up. You're going to make it to the playoffs, and you're going to get your ass stomped. Whoop, whoop. There you go. You might win in the wild card round. You might get a bye out of that. Who knows? But you ain't going to win a championship. You don't got the guy behind center to win a title. Face the facts, man. Zach Curry. Russ can't see over the middle, and he's one-trick pony that lost the playoffs. Sean says he'll be right back. Mark Collins, go get Joe Milton and sign Mason Rudolph if he would be willing to come back. Steelers 626, Ravens going home early in the playoffs. That's where they're going. Absolutely. They got a definite ticket each and every year to go home a little bit early. This year, instead of blaming the person that they should have blamed, they blame Mark Andrews. You got a weirdo pervert kicker, and you got a quarterback that can't win a big game. That's just where you are as a Ravens organization. Can you tell this rivalry's heated, guys? Can you tell the hatred that we have for the Baltimore Ravens? All right, guys, you got to hit that like button. We need 7 more. Let's get up to 50. We're always chasing 100 likes here on the live stream, right here on Steel City Live. Truly, truly appreciate it. Also, I got word I am going to have a guest soon that you are going to like. We are working out the details. Now, hopefully it doesn't fall through, but you guys are going to definitely like it, and I think you'll be rather interested in it. I think a lot of people are going to be rather interested in it, but hopefully it'll work out. Fingers crossed. We got to get the timing down. That's what's holding us up right now, the timing. I'd like to see Rudolph fuck up Miles Garrett. Me too. I'd like to see Mason and Miles go box each other. That'd be fun. Mason would get rocked, though. Ravens are bums from Za. Let's keep going. Matt Burton, good riddance, 65, won't play the right side and can't play the left side either. Yeah, no shit, Matt Burton. I agree, man. He's smoking that bomb. Yeah. Mark Malone, congrats to Big Dan. Ravens are a regular season team. Donald Loudenback, we will never know how good Dan Moore would have been. His offensive line coach sucked. I'm not a Pat Meyer fan either, guys. Absolutely, I'm not a Pat Meyer fan. Dirty Davis in the house. Dan Turnstile Jones got way too much. What'd he get? Did Daniel Jones get signed? Is that what we're seeing? I like Jameis Winston, Jay. I think people were hard on Jameis, man. I like Jameis Winston. He don't bother me one little bit. Did Daniel Jones get signed? He is sleeping lady. He is a perv. What's up, Armand? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do the chat, go down through, and I glance and I see some of you. What's up, Berserker? Oh, yeah. It's not a book, Berserker. What it is, well, it is a book, I guess. It's a media guide. Right here. It's a media guide from 1988. The 56th season of the Pittsburgh Steelers. At that time, the media guide in the stadium cost $3. And there's players in there like Jim Boyle. The quarterback at the time was one Bubby Brewster. Number 6 in the program, number 1 in your hearts. They also had Blaine Blankenship, Steve Bono, Todd Blackenledge. I wonder if Craig Wolfley was on this. Also, I'd be remiss, guys, and we have to mention it, a Steelers all-time great and a guy that was just a great contributor to the Pittsburgh Steelers. As a player, as a broadcaster, as a color guy, Craig Wolfley. Thank you very much for everything that you did for the city of Pittsburgh. Thank you very much for everything that you did for that franchise that we all root for. And may you rest in peace, my friend. Very, very sad news. Craig Wolfley passing away, a Pittsburgh legend at 66 years of age. Definitely prayers, though, to the Wolfley family. And, man, that one cuts deep, man. I love Wolfley, man. I love Wolf. One of my favorites. Marlon Humphrey is locking down DK this year. Marlon Humphrey will get his ass tore up by the monster DK Metcalf, baby. Craig Werlow, can't believe Craig Wolfley died. I know, man. Grow Browns. Humphrey is mid. Humphrey is mid. Rather have Daniel Jones than both Wilson and Rodgers. He's young at least. That's from Dirty Davis. Blast off facts. JG Black. Daniel Jones is better than Fields. Ravens fan 72. Steelers got shit pass game. Oh, my God. Oh. How many rings has Lamar Jackson won? How many big games has Lamar Jackson won? What is his record against the Pittsburgh Steelers? Ravens fan 72. I'm waiting for you to answer. I know the answer to all those questions. Do you? Browns Glazer 24. Go Browns. Browns suck. Humphrey is mid. We did that. Steelers got shit. We did that. Mark Malone. Steelers have a great pass game. Yeah. All of a sudden, I think it's a lot better. Definitely. Robert Road. I still remember when many of the national scouts remarked that Milton was the least accurate quarterback prospect that they have ever seen. No way would I trade a draft pick for a guy with terrible accuracy. I'm along the same lines, Robert. I can't get on board with a trade there, man. Mark Malone, as long as they get a Rudolph Jones dimes. Sleeping Lady, I'd rather see a new quarterback in the draft than watch these old guys. Mark Collins, the Steelers can get Milton for a 7th-round pick, trade for him, then go get D. Jones or Mason Rudolph. I would not give up anything for Milton. I'm not being rude. It's just I really strongly disagree with you on that one, Mark. I can't get on board with Milton. Zay Flowers sucks. Austin Gosel, hi, how are you? What's up, Austin? Wave those terrible towels for Miss P. Miss Pittsburgh. Zach Curry, Ravens fan, is so high. Yeah, man, he is smoking some hashish. I think I know who Ravens fan 72 is, I think I know who it is. Hold on one second. I think I know who Steelers fan or Ravens fan 72 is, guys. So yeah. I think I know who it is. It's somebody that keeps coming back that I've banned like 50,000 times. And they just keep making new accounts so they can come back onto the show. It is what it is, man. You give people chances, then they come and they prove that they're idiots. So you just got to sometimes get rid of them. But anyway, guys, 4 more likes. Let's get up to 50 likes here on the live stream. It's absolutely free. 3 more, actually. 3 more. It's absolutely free, guys. We're always chasing 100 likes here on Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. We truly appreciate it. It's been an absolute amazing day. Charles Richardson, let's go. Will Howard, 3rd round. Wouldn't mind it, man. Wouldn't mind it. Earl Castle. Bro, Justin is gone. We got DK Metcalf and Darius Slay. Arthur Treadwell. Now on whatever you say about Mike Tomlin, I agree. From now on, okay. You don't have to agree with me. Dirty Davis, I like Slay. Pick up 2. He's not officially a Steeler for some reason. I don't know what's going on there, but he is projected to be like he's supposed to be. There's something going on there. I didn't read it fully, but I seen something going on. Maybe I'm wrong, though. But there was something going on. I'm just looking, guys. Just making sure. I'm just updating for any type of news coming out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Because anything could happen at any second, my friends. Yeah, I definitely know who Ravens fan 72 is. Guys, don't pay attention to that person. They are a kid. You might know them as Inger. He was like here. I gave him a chance. He's a young kid. I was trying to let him have some responsibility and be a moderator, and he ended up just being too much. So I've been deleting him, and he keeps making new accounts. So that's him. I'll get rid of him next time again. He'll show his colors, and I'll just delete him. G Stacks 434. Could Arthur Smith transcend Daniel Jones' career like he did Ryan Tannehill's career? Both was high draft picks. That's from G. I'm not ruling anything out, but do I really want to take the chance? It's really hard. Guys, honestly, we're just going to have to see what happens and settle for whatever. And I hate to be like that because I don't want to be like that. I'm really leaning toward it's probably going to be Aaron Rodgers, and I think it's not going to be over $25 million a year. I really do. I think it's going to be in the realm of $20 million. That's where I'm thinking. Will Howard, we did that. Wilson headed to the Titans. That's from Charles Richardson. Let's see if we can find some news here. I don't know if that's true or not. Let's see. Let's check. Sorry, guys. This is the season that we are literally just searching, waiting for news to drop. The latest on Russell Wilson links the star to 3 teams. Everybody's saying he'll likely land a lucrative deal. I believe that to be true also. Also, DK Metcalf with girlfriend Normani. I wonder if that's the girl from Fifth Harmony. If that's the Normani from Fifth Harmony. You remember that, guys? They were on a show. Let's keep going. All right, guys. We're about 50 minutes in, guys, so make sure you're hitting that like button for us here. I got some things to do here this evening. It's absolutely been a beautiful day here. I live in Morgantown outside of Pittsburgh, about an hour and 20 minutes away from Pittsburgh, about an hour, 15 minutes, depending on traffic and the way you go. But it's been a beautiful day in these parts of the country. Tomorrow, I believe, is supposed to be almost 70. We're 12 days away from spring. Thank you. And we are about to get going here each and every day with Steelers content like we normally do. Training camp will be coming up. Mini camps will be coming up. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Berserker says, I say Jackson Darter's our starter by week 10. I don't know if he's around by pick 21, and I don't know if the Steelers pull the trigger, man. I don't think he'll be there pick 21, but maybe he will be, Berserker. And I don't think it would hurt, honestly. I would pick him. Daniel Warman, if the Steelers sign Aaron Rodgers, that would be an expensive move out of desperation. Go with a young rookie. I believe that to be true. Sleeping Lady, Seahawks got 5 of the first 91 picks, something like that. They will have a great draft year. Absolutely, and that's where the Steelers are really gearing up for 2026. What you're seeing with the Seahawks right now, you're going to see that, man. I'm telling you, 2026 is going to be very exciting for your Pittsburgh Steelers, my friends. Let's keep going. Steelers fanboy at heart. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to decipher through. Will Howard III. That's why you're in a Steelers chat, not a Ravens one. Nobody wants to say it, but have you noticed after Mike Tomlin gets his non-losing season, the Steelers seem to go downhill? That's from Tom Ford. No, I think you're accurate. I think it's Mike Tomlin's biggest concern. And I think it's the least thing that he should be concerned about because I think it matters the least. I would rather have losing seasons than suffer through some of the nasty, weird things that we've had to suffer through as Pittsburgh Steelers fans and had to deal with. That's just my opinion. I'm glad Fields didn't go to the Browns. Issa Muhammad, Steelers shouldn't have let go of Fields. With the emojis, Austin Gosel. Did you see the Vikings might get Aaron Rodgers and Seahawks have Sam and Geno Smith on the Raiders? Yeah, I saw all that, Austin. Pretty crazy, huh, man? Donald Loudenback. Jason, I agree with you most of the time. However, I think that Rodgers is a much better fit. He seems to feel better. He's more accurate, and he's got more velocity on his ball. He is accurate, and he does have velocity on his ball, and I'm not saying that not to be true, and I agree with you there, Donald. No doubt about it. And I appreciate your comments. I'm not in the business of this old stuff and these Band-Aids. Now, I could deal with it for 1 year. I could be on board with it. I could. Because I could see the means to the end. Why? Because I think 2026 is that year. I do. I can see the Steelers, the plan, the master plan starting to work. And I'm excited about it. All right, guys, 7 more of you. Hit that like button for me here on Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports, your home for daily Steelers content. This is the place to be if you love to be regular and talk football, man. This is the place for you each and every single day. It's right here at Mike Drop Sports. 6 more of you. Hit that like button. We'll get up to 60. We're always chasing 100 likes here on the live stream. So make sure you guys are getting that like button hit, and truly appreciate your support here. Did you see Ben's troll Mike Tomlin? I didn't see him troll Tomlin, no, Donald. DK Metcalf is buns. DK Metcalf, come on, bro. He's sick. Mark Collins, just remember the Dan Moore contract will give them a 3rd compensatory pick. Yeah, man, they got 3 so far, and that's not counting Najee and other players that they can make compensatory picks off of too, Mark. So definitely, you're right. It's going to pay big, big dividends. I'm a Niners fan. We see DK 2 times a year, and he's a diva and buns, and once he gets mad during a game, yeah, I mean, I trust you if you see him twice a year, man. I trust you, but I'm going to roll the dice with a guy like him. We got a compensatory pick for Moore? We will, yes, and for 2026, Dirty. I'm doing well, Austin. I hope you're well. Sleeping Lady, doesn't Milton got small hands? Go with Kyle McCord. Most pass yards in NCAA pocket passer. He's better than Howard, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, dude can. Yeah, man, I think they're better options than Milton. I definitely do. The accuracy is what really scares me, what Robert brought up earlier. Miss Pittsburgh said, everybody keep talking about Aaron Rodgers coming to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wave that terrible towel for Miss Pittsburgh, as always, guys. We're just going to have to wait and see, man. They're going to get somebody. It's just a matter of time. And it's down to a limited few options, really. He might, Austin. He might go there. Berserker Tomlin screwed the pooch. What the fuck are we going to do? That's a good one, Berserker. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a wild year, man. This offseason's been wild so far. It's gonna be a wild 2025 year, guys. And as a Steeler fan, you just need to buckle up and just say to yourself, I'm hanging on for 2026. When that draft is in Pittsburgh, we're going and getting somebody that's going to be absolutely fucking stellar and special. That's what we're going to do. But anyway, guys, 4 more of you hit that like button. It's absolutely free. Also, share It really helps send us out into that YouTube algorithm. And invite your friends and neighbors and whoever, your family, to come join us here at Mike Drop Sports each and every single day. Let's keep going. Sleeping Lady, Aaron Rodgers. Where were you, Sleeping Lady? What happened there? Hold on. I lost you, Sleeping Lady. Damn. I lost you, Sleeping Lady. Oh, I wouldn't mind A-Rod. He could be great in Pittsburgh for his remaining days. He can go to the middle. Daniel Warman, thanks, Jason. Bless you and your followers going to work. Hey, man, have a good night at work, Daniel. Delbert Leonard, Brody Purdy, Zachary Prettyman, how do you feel about the DK trade? I feel like it was outstanding. I feel like it was a B, a strong B plus for the Steelers. To get an A, it has to be a once in a lifetime deal for me. But a very good deal. Berserker, my dad has that same. We did that. Jay should. We signed Jameis Winston. Guys, I'm not mad about Jameis Winston. He can sling the fucking ball now. He's not bad, dude. He's not bad. I'm just telling you now, guys. He is not bad. Weirdo. We did that. I like Winston at second string. I know the picks. He's a good number 2. He is, Armand. Good to see you, man. Is Najee almost out of the question in terms of re-signing, and what about James Daniels? I don't know about James Daniels as of yet. I don't know if he's went anywhere else, but I'm not sure about the Steelers bringing him back. I don't think so, in my opinion. Najee, he is out. He is not coming back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was there saying his goodbyes. The Steelers don't have interest in a guy that they wasted a first-round draft pick on that couldn't even average more than 60 yards per game. It's just not something that they're interested in. It's just the way it is. Najee doesn't fit in this scheme either. This is a zone run scheme now under Arthur Smith, and that is not a Najee Harris friendly scheme. A.K. Davis, I may be late, but I don't think we handled the quarterback situation well. That's from A.K. Good to see you, A.K. I don't think so. So far, we haven't. You're right. The Steelers have not. Well, we haven't. The Steelers haven't. 2 more of you guys hit that like button for me. I'm about to have to start wrapping up shop here. So if I didn't get to your chat, I'm sorry. But we will be back tomorrow, man, with more Steelers news. You know there's going to be more news that breaks here today. The Steelers will have a quarterback here soon, very soon. I believe before the end of this evening's over. We'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be another nighttime thing like when DK signed. So, got traded to the Steelers. So we'll see how that all goes. But the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to continue to make moves, and you're going to continue to see amazing things from Omar Khan. I have faith in Omar Khan, and I think the Steelers are traveling down the right road and going toward the right plan. The plan is in place, guys. We've talked about that plan here on Mike Drop Sports, and I feel like it's being executed by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So thank you again for joining me. My name's Jason. I'm the host here at Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave. And we'll see you tomorrow, man, for another amazing day of football content. Thank you for joining us, guys. See you tomorrow. See ya.